Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. As you may see, I started building this Nakamichi test board, trying to use crumb board PCB, and invested quite a few time in thinking how I would better approach it. But as you've seen, the buttons, no button switches I had, I bought the switches like 2 years ago, and I was going to utilize the switches in this board, but they didn't fit, and I decided, okay, let's go with jumpers. And like as you may see, I tried to align jumpers the same way as it's structured in the service manual, so they will be grouped in couple different groups and like give us a possibility to operate. But technically it took way much time to build that, and like finally I decided to switch and like use tools to build PCB and order it. And now the next part you would be seeing how this new PCB come up together. So continue watching. And after playing a little bit more with this board, thinking about amount of wires I need to put here, I decided I would rather make my own board. So I'm using Easy EDA to design the PCB. It's a pretty nice tool where you can design schematics, PCB, route everything. And I'm ordering the boards from GL PCB, as you may see. And it was a very quick process. It took less than a week to receive boards from China. That's the quality of the boards. You may see how well they made. Now I would be able to install proper switches I bought way ago, so they will fit like that. All right, really nice. And I will use these connectors. We'll cut and install them like that, so my wires would not bend and broke here on connectors. And I will use these connectors as a corresponding part here, which I will be able to crimp on wires. All right, and for the other end, we will use these white connectors. All right, I got different sizes because they are all different. Here is pins to crimp on wires, right? And here is the wires. So I'm waiting for a crimping tool to make it less painful process, but hope I will be able to assemble it pretty soon, and I will show you the final result. All right, I've got a few more boards, so if you're interested, let me know. Okay, and here is the parts from DGK to install on these boards. All right, see you soon. All right. Board is slowly getting closer to what I imagined. So as you remember, like service manual, it has all those switches grouped. So I made it exactly here the same grouped, so it would be easy to set them up. These three are for RAM board, and the rest is for main CPU board. So it's coming like that, and buttons here already installed. I believe it should get really nice. What do you think? All right. Assembly is complete, and it was my first PCB layout after 25 years. I did it last time. So what mistakes I made? You see, placement for the parts is way bigger than it could be, and I specifically for LEDs. but it still looks nice, I believe. Way better than if I would assemble them this way and had lots of wires. All right. So now it's time to test it. So I will supply 10 volts and we'll test that LEDs work and so on. We'll test all switches, make sure it corresponds to schematic properly. And that's how clean the board is. I'm not sure if I want to cut these legs for the switches. They don't hold me like with anything. I will think about it. All right, so that's the microchips. Come on. So two of them 4011 BE and one of those is 4081. All right, as easy as that. I hope you liked what I'm doing. I have more plans to entertain you. See you soon. Okay, I'm back. I'm just completed full testing of the board. I tested all buttons, operations, switches, like all modes according to the schematic. There was few issues I found. I told you that I didn't do design for 25 years. So one issue, R13, R14, like I kind of forget to rename them in schematic, so they're being switched back. So I switched them in place, and it started to work because it's make pulses which go through these diodes to the outputs over these four switches. Okay, and there was like a little bit more what I found. I was trying to remediate. Initial remediation was not correct, so I ended up with adding more wires than I would love to. So technically this wire is not needed. Proper cut is here, right, and one cut is here, and put these wires and everything works. Not that bad, right? Again, probably I was a little bit in a hurry. I wanted to make it, deliver it quicker. So my next boards I will be more careful. I would verify everything twice before sending it for production. Right? Now everything works. I validated all values, like from every switch, on every pin, running these buttons, making sure that there are pulses or connected oscilloscope and measured pulses. So this like two triggers make a nice square pulse. It should last, I believe, about 100 milliseconds, something like that. And that's where we are. So tomorrow I'm waiting for a crimping tool. We'll make wires and we'll make this board connected to 1000ZXL. I hope it will work. Do you believe me? See you soon.